There's 800 U.S. military bases, Gerald, in more than 70 countries at the minute, which at a cost to the American taxpayer, 85 to 100 billion per year conservative just for bases and troops, and 160 to 200 billion in war zones for bases and troops. So, I mean, as you say that when you can't raise a penny for Occupy Peace, but I mean, think how much you could do with that sort of money for good.
Oh, and by the way, that number that you gave, actually, it's over $1 trillion for defense when you put in, all the black ops and everything else that they don't put in the other war budgets. It's well over $1 trillion for defense budget.
Yeah, and where's the church? Where's the church? I mean,
oh yeah, lockjaw. Nobody talks about. I'm telling you, peace is not popular.
No.
I without mentioning the name because I don't want to do it. His father's one of the wealthiest people in the world, and I know him, firsthand, and not a penny for peace.
This is someone who you were trying
to raise money. Yeah. Well, what? Yeah. I'll tell you who it is. I rent them one of my buildings. Warren Buffett's son, Peter Buffett.
Right.
And I had him here with Ralph Nader. And I asked him for money to keep it going. He blew me off.
So is Occupy Peace actually sort of it's collapsed now? Then, has it?
Well, it hasn't collapsed, but we need more money to keep it going.
Yeah.
I took out a lot of money out of my retirement account to make that happen last time.
Right. Wow.
And to me, the only way that it's going to happen to change this is, you mentioned what, 300 people showed up as a demonstration in Warsaw? That's nothing. They blow them right off.
No, of course, yeah.
But if you had 300,000 people show up, now we have a different story. Look how the Berlin Wall fell. Hundreds of thousands took to the streets and they never left.
Yeah.
And that's what it's going to take. And the people don't realize the power that they have. But we're not united in a cause. And that's what I'm looking to try to do, is to unite us under one umbrella. There's a wonderful saying from Samuel Adams, of course, one of the founding fathers. It does not take a majority to prevail, but rather an irate, tireless minority, keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. You show me one cause for all of us to unite for, and I'm for it. Occupy Peace isn't about me. And to me, that is the only, and I've been around a long time. I was prime draft bait during the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
This is the only peace program I've ever seen with an action plan. And we've reached out to all the other peace organizations. What happens is people, they're caught up in their own ego trip. They haven't been successful. Could we add that up? They have not been successful. So if you want to continue down the road of failure and you got your ego in your way, guess what? Your ego's not going to stop a bomb dropping on your head.
Yeah.
So all these peace groups, we got support from none of them.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, and by the way, we sent out over 350,000 press releases to the media over a course of a month. Wow. Not one piece of coverage. And again, I had Ralph Nader here. I had Cindy Sheehan, Dr. Robert Thurman, Gary Noe, in the most historic four corners in America.
It's actually staggering, isn't it? That
yes.
And you've got a fair good presence on, on shows like this. I keep a track of of your interviews and stuff like that, and it's staggering and depressing to think that you haven't had any support for it. To the point that it's under threat, even.
Well, again, if we don't have a movement, Paul, we don't have anything to fight with. We have to organize all of us in one movement. I see it. And if somebody could come up with a better one, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But we're not going anywhere if we stay fragmented.
No.